Welcome back to Red Devils Talk, everyone. Me, your host, Session, and this is your review to our scrappy but much needed 1-0 win against Luton Town. And the performance itself was not good, but we'll do and speak about everything that happened in the game, a bit of my opinion, as you always know. But subscribe to the channel, drop a like, you know exactly what to do. I appreciate the love and support of my channel. So, Victor Lindelof gets the goal for us, and a scrappy goal at that. And the entire game was scrappy. It could have been a easy win for us if the likes of Hoyland put away the chance that he got early on in the game. But he found himself in the right position. I mean, what can he do in that situation? He was supposed to score. You would expect that. But the keeper made a good save, and that is to be accepted. But Hoyland is finding himself in the right positions. So for me, I have no problem or worry there. His goals will come in the Premier League. The more service he gets, he will score us goals. That I am 100% sure of. After that, you had the likes of Garnacho and Rashford getting one-on-ones. And you expect them to put these chances away. But their confidence is low. Their ability to think with their instinct is not there. Rashford takes an extra touch and he doesn't look up once and ends up smashing it straight at the keeper. Garnacho, again, should maybe hit it first time. Again, takes too many touches, thinking on the ball, and gets caught on it. An opportunity wasted. And it looked like it was going to be one of those games where we are going to have to just get a goal and then try and scrape the win, as I keep saying. And that's what happened. In the second half, we looked better. We looked much quicker on the ball. We looked more alive, more alert. There was more movement. Because in the first half, it was dead and boring. I, for one, was quite upset by the way I was sitting and watching and thinking to myself, what is this? Why are we playing so slow? Why is there no urgency and tempo in our play? That was very, very, in my opinion, disappointing to see. You always question, what do these players do in training? I mean, they lost in the week. You would have expected them to come against Luton Town, all guns blazing and wanting to score a couple goals. And we got the opportunities, but we cannot score goals. Where are our goals going to come from? This entire season so far, our forwards have not been scoring. And yes, Hoyland is scoring goals in the Champions League. That is why I say he will get goals. He will continue to find himself in the right positions because that is his natural instinct. He will score goals for us. But it's the others, it's the Antonys, the Rashfords, the Garnachos, Pelistri. When he does play, I don't expect much, but you do expect a bit more impact from him, considering the likes of Sancho is not available, Antony is not performing, Ahmad is still to come back. You know, Martial, I mean, I forgot about him as a forward, but that explains everything of where we are right now with regards to our forward line. We don't have anyone to rely upon. We don't have anyone that can take the game or the scruff of the neck and score. And maybe that is Hoyland, but he's not getting the service that he needs. And behind him, it's not any better. The likes of Bruno, you know, with all his passing ability, still does not find Hoyland in the box. You look at the likes of McTominay, who you don't expect to be a baller, but again, had a good performance, but doesn't give us what we need. The likes of Amrabat can't even get into the team, and you question, what is that about? Mason Mount coming on and doing well, you know, winning the ball in good challenges, you know, showing energy, pressing well, you know, giving the ball to the players that are further up front, and, you know, he did do well when he came on. And that is what we needed in midfield, a bit of more industry. Eriksen does not give us that off the ball. He might be our best footballer in terms of passing, but when it comes to having to move off the ball and having to, in my opinion, defend well off the ball, Eriksen and McTominay at times are liabilities. And for me, that is a problem. The likes of Amrabat should be playing. The likes of Kobe Mainu, I hope after the international break, will get game time. Because in the preseason, for the little that we saw of him, he was going to be promising. And he still can be a catalyst for our season. And I know it's a lot of pressure for an 18-year-old, but he doesn't look like he will be fazed by it. I think he has that aura about him of wanting to impose himself on the game. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how he, fits into this team after the international break, and whether Ten Hag gives him the game time that we as United fans want to see. And, moving backwards into the defense, we defend well at certain moments, but because we're only leading 1-0, our control is not as strong as you would want. We still look nervous. We look shaky. We look like we are going to concede at any given moment. There isn't a sense of calm at the back, no matter how many times Onana would show that during a game. But we are looking very, very worrying. We cannot score goals. We're not playing at a very good tempo. The performances in its entirety is not where it's supposed to be. And you can blame the injuries for that. You can blame the off-field issues. You can blame the players that are on the pitch not being good enough. Find an excuse. But we are still not performing at the level that we should be. And that is not good. You would have expected some form of pattern of play, some form of rhythm in the way we build up or the way we try to attack and defend. But we look like we are just doing everything by instinct. Whatever a player decides to do in that moment, that's what he's going to do. There isn't a structure. There isn't a designated way of playing. Now, maybe Ten Hag can't do that, as he said himself, because of the factor that he doesn't have the players. But on the other hand, you do wonder why certain foundations are not put into place yet. Does Ten Hag get the time behind the scenes? Is he able to focus on these technical details in training when he has off-field issues to deal with on a weekly basis? It's difficult, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better anytime soon for us. Players are returning from injury. You would expect us to be better, when we get certain players back. But on the other hand, you also would want to have the players that are available do well. As I said, Maguire, McTominay, Lindelof having good performances. We're no longer speaking about Onana being a meme and making mistakes. His confidence is rising. There is positives to look at, but you want a good performance. We cannot continue to perform this way. It's not going to be sustainable throughout the season, especially with our next run of fixtures. Newcastle, Everton, Galatasaray, Liverpool, Chelsea. These are difficult fixtures for us. And with most of them being away from home, we will have to be at a quality level if we want to get any good result out of those games. So I am worried after the international break how we're going to set up and what Ten Hag's plan is for the team. But it will be interesting to see exactly what he will be thinking of and what plan he comes up with. Because he will have to come up with a plan. He will have to have some sort of plan in place to get good performances out of this team, even if certain players are not available. So we take the win. I'm happy for that. But we need to perform better. Simple as that. But I thank you guys for joining me in today's video. As always, I appreciate the love and support to my channel. Drop a like, share it to your friends and family, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Have a wonderful day further, Red Devils. Till we see each other again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.